And we're live.
Woo!
Oof.
Got a sleepy kitty.
It took Twitch a whole lot to hopefully we're live.
We're back on the theme song from my side.
I just see the
No.
background.
Wait, it's
Yeah, Twitch is getting weird signals, but hi everyone, we are live. Hi and welcome to the finale of season 1 of Dark Matter. I'm Simon at Wondering the MLB GMing tonight's game. This is our wonderful cast of players. You've seen them in the intro sequence. What?
Check yours, because it looks like we're frozen on my end with a giant head of... Oh, no, we're back. We're
No,
good.
It fixed.
It fixed.
It's weird. It acted weird even in OBS. But yeah, here we are. Tonight's the finale, and let's recap where we left off last time. The last episode was a bit of an R&R episode, a very wholesome bit of going through the barracks and potentially helping someone liquidate a fortune. So who wants to go ahead and who wants to go ahead and do the recap?
I think I'll go ahead and do it.
All right.
Go ahead,
I think I'll
Noah.
do a summary. So, if I recall, I went on a lovely date. Ended up having some fantastic conversations, activities. We had one of the best replays of Willow ever described in a interactive role-playing. I don't know what it's called, augmented reality session on this wonderful Finn's. What is it called?
Finsterberg's Fields of Fun.
Yeah, Fields of Fun. Oh my god.
Such a mouthful.
Yeah, right. Everyone in the party essentially met Finn's. We had a pretty great interaction, I would say, and ultimately uncovered some interesting, perspectives. For instance, Kebichet had an altercation with some elves that were a little bit disrespectful, and Finns took care of them very quickly. We found that Finns was being watched, and that we had, I guess, a greater conspiracy going on with her, and what was happening with her ex, essentially trying to run away with the fortune and the legacy of Finns, who wanted to protect the legacy, and so left us with the task and tested us prior to. Of basically figuring out how to, leave her or acquire her legacy, and make sure that the Finn's Fisterberg maintains its true form. And as we were finishing up that lovely day, a spaceship comes into orbit that ominously reminds a lot of us of something akin to maybe the Rothian fleet, or some kind of, not the fleet necessarily, but a ship that I can't remember exactly how you described it, but it was spooky.
It was tentacly.
Yes, tentacly. Technically speaking, it was.
God. Here, we're remaking the English language.
Yes, it was something that is from nightmares, to say the least. And so we left off there, where we are now trying to figure out what to do. Basically caught between a rock and a hard place.
Yep.
You forgot about the great experience that Ed has watching that play for the very first time with virgin eyes, because he's been frozen for so long that show came and went, and he didn't know about it. That was a moment for him.
He missed the original Broadway run.
The Broadway, the Blu-ray, the VR, and
The
now he's
bad
going
sequel, direct-to-TV sequels.
back. Yes. And then I see
Christmas special that no one wants to talk about.
it was quite an adventure. By the way, I'm still carrying popcorn from that place because I haven't had to do anything else but munch on popcorn.
Well, technically, you still are in Finn's loft apartment, high above the Fields of Fun. That's where we left off, with Finn's having told you the story about how Fisterberg Entertainment sort of took control and kicked her out and left, her ex-wife took her fortune, and she wants to Robin Hood it back to, charity.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we are.
So now we are aware of the ship because we were able to tap into the ship, and the ship was like, "Hey, something there."
Yeah,
No.
so that was me. I basically had like a proximity scan that happened. So at the tail end of the episode, we were talking about that.
Okay, so you have an embedded radar on you. Cancer's gonna hit
No.
hard.
No. I just have a basically streaming link to
the ship.
To the
Okay.
ship. So,
Okay, so we're still in the loft. You just had a Wi-Fi connection to the ship. Got it.
Sure.
If you want to simplify it that way.
However you want to explain it, Space Marine.
That's the best way I got.
The Gadgeteer knows all.
Mm-hmm. No, so much. DM, would I have noticed the giant migraine through my dear Rothian friend
Yep.
in the medical readouts?
Yep.
Okay, at which point she would mentally ask Zredrick if they are all right, because they know that migraines are not common.
I'm not sure. Maybe you'll have to refresh me on how debilitated I was at that moment.
Debilitated enough that your telepathy for the moment does not work.
Oh, okay. So I'm basically like in the fetal position if there were such a thing for a Rothian.
Okay, then scratch that rewind. She wouldn't even waste of time. She'd be running over there and full-on med scanning her dear friend.
And it's like there's a growth pushing on her brain, on their brain.
Would I consider this something that would need to be removed immediately?
Potentially, yeah. It's like a cancer tumor.
Then I would turn to the captain and the rest of you and say, I'm sorry, this has been a very pleasant conversation. I need our ship and I need our medical lab now.
All right, let's get over there.
And Miss Finsterberg, apparently you have teleportation. Do you have an immediate teleportation for medical emergencies? Because I'm declaring one.
I can teleport us to the spaceport, and from there you can board your ship.
Can we
Yes.
teleport to the ship directly? Do we don't we have like the coordinates for the portal thingy that we have?
Yeah, but you
No,
don't have a
us-
teleportation circle inside the ship.
Yeah,
yeah.
we don't. That's fine. We can get as close as possible. Immediate emergency evacuation, please. Thank you very much.
Do anybody else wants to do anything in the loft, or do anybody follow Kebichet? I mean, I know Zred is gonna be carried by Kebichet over there.
I
Do you
mean,
need help carrying? Because I got two
Yes,
arms.
actually, yes. Pick them up. I'm attempting to maintain medical make sure that this growth doesn't cause any more permanent damage.
Mhm.
And she'll actually move and have Eddard stand in the right place so that she can prevent any further shift on this tumor on the brainstem.
So Simon, just to kind of get some clarity here, if I recall, at the tail end of the episode of last session, I had basically exclaimed to everyone, there is a ship in orbit that looks ominous or has, like, is it something that I'd recognize as a potential threat or danger to the planet and the people?
It is not big enough to have the capacity to destroy a planet.
Fair enough. But it is something that, like, it is of a configuration or of a type of ship that is known to cause havoc, or not necessarily to the planet itself, but like to people. So like people leaving spaceport or whatever.
It does have this ominous, threatening feel. It's not blockading, like it isn't in a position where it can blockade the planet, especially not by itself. But it could just prey on ships that are leaving.
Okay, so I would be like, well, it seems like we all might be. It might behoove us all to head to the ship, as there seems to be something ominous in orbit now. Finns, if you have any way of letting other ships know that there may be a threat if they were to leave Starport. It seems something has approached this planet that triggered quite a few alarms on Twitch's systems. Twitch being our onboard AI.
Finn says, well, I don't... I can't close off Paradise 1, but I can see to it that people that people stay grounded. I'll
I mean, that is I think the best option for now.
Promise me you're going to help me.
I believe we've agreed, but I think the immediate threat is obviously something else we need to deal with.
All right, I'll try to.
Do you have any kind of planetary defense force?
This is Paradise 1.
We never
Went
know.
all over the place.
The Planetary Defense Force is a bunch of weak-kneed, pointy-eared idiots. But that's not the current issue right now. Right now, Miss Finsterberg, yes, we're going to help you. Go be the public face that you're supposed to be. Tell everyone not to panic, and that the doors of your wonderful park are open to everyone, and get them in here where they're inside. And not sitting on a beach waiting to be, shot at from orbit.
Or abducted.
That one too.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever that thing's gonna do.
Oh, abduction. We're not covered for abduction. Oh, no. And she runs out.
With her tiny legs.
With her tiny legs, yeah. And she's like, I'll get the message out. And she teleports on her pad.
Oh.
God.
Well, hopefully before she left, she gave us the
Yeah. She gave you the code. Nope, you guys are stuck in here.
No, how are we gonna get
All right, let's teleport out of here.
Let's go, people. Let's go. Doxy, get us out of here.
Okay, everyone onto the pad, and I enter in the instructions to send us to the starport.
You reappear at the starport in the blink of an eye.
Okay, Scotty.
Except that everyone's top half is now on the person to your left's lower half.
Oh Jesus!
No, nobody rolled a wild shift surge for that yet.
Oh, it's something that's actually possible. I'm gonna get some of those ship surges. Just wait.
Eddard, come with me. I need you to get Dredd into the med facility. Get us off this planet, please. I'd rather die in space than shot on the freaking ground.
All right. So as soon as I get into the ship, I'm gonna start shouting orders at Twitch with a please at the end, like start up the engine, power on the weapons, etc.
Twitch, make sure to engage the shielding, and I'll go ahead and start like the initiation or the takeoff sequence and all that kind of stuff while Edward's helping them take the med bay, because I don't think Twitch has control over that. I'm not sure.
And Twitch doesn't reply.
I think a nearby console.
There have been 1,478 attacks on the ship. Viruses, for the most part, that were blocked by the antivirus spell. And as you look at the console, the counter just keeps going and going and going and going.
Uh,
Can we still communicate through the ship?
Yep.
I'm gonna
All the
pull up a
systems in
switch.
the ship are operational, but for some reason, Twitch
The
is
AI
silent.
is too busy fighting the virus. All right, I'm gonna pull up a switch. Guys, get the hand crank. We're doing this manual.
You worry about that. I'm about to perform surgery. Call me if you actually need me. Oh, well, actually, don't go very far from me. Everybody stand right about here. We're all together now, correct?
Mm-hmm.
what? Well, I was flying the ship.
Actually, no. We'll do that when we're in space. Never mind.
Okay.
I'll come find you in a minute.
Do we have to unhook anything from the ship to be able to be let go? Like just like a fuel line that's not being disconnected because the AI can't do it?
No. That's fine.
All right. So I'm gonna push twice on the choke and pull.
What?
He's starting the ship like a lawnmower.
Oh my gosh.
Your
When
ship
you
is
gotta- you
old,
gotta-
but not that old.
Fine.
Oh
One
man.
shot.
It's not a go-kart.
No, I think he's trying to convert the console into Doctor Who console, where you like have all these WYSIWYGs of like things.
You hit the typewriter with a hammer.
Whack-a-mole, like as
Hey,
like part of the
If
console.
it works for a doctor, it works for a space marine.
Zendak, you were gonna say?
Hey, Edit, you just push that button there and it'll be fine.
I knew that.
And the
Listen,
ship,
I also went through the whole
Button, that button,
fuel
that button.
and armament procedure before I started the ship to make sure it was all ready.
the ship takes off. And then stalls in orbit
Like, it just floats there.
and teethers to a side.
Okay, first off, so Doxy would immediately, like, knowing that there's a bunch of antiviruses, or the antivirus is active, trying to prevent these viruses. Twitch is offline. I mean, Doxy was, all fun aside, basically in his game mode, looking at his console, diagnosing all the issues. Like, he has like 3 different displays up, essentially going back and forth between them, diagnosing different issues that are coming up with the ship, because someone is clearly trying to disable the ship.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
And I'm going
that
to
you
counter.
you spot it right away. What's your like, let's say I didn't ask for a role necessarily because you are so freaking good at it. What's your basic technology, passive technology, like if you had roll a 10?
Well, I mean, I also have the AI boost that basically my baseline is 10.
Your baseline is
no-
10. Okay, so what, let's assume that,
No matter what.
all right, so then let's say what's your baseline?
Okay, so, I mean, what do you want me to add together, I guess? Because I have all my proficiencies for technology, data, circuitry, ship maintenance.
Are you
Yeah,
asking him to treat it like a passive perception?
Yeah, 'cause I don't-
Yeah, but I need to add. Yeah, okay. So you said circuitry that counts, technology that counts, ship maintenance that counts,
Data, piloting, interface kit.
interface would count.
All of these, like, with my modifiers, are about 6 or above. So that's like proficiency bonus plus intelligence plus dexterity, all that kind of stuff.
So for all of them passively, you couldn't really roll under a 16,
Probably.
right? Okay. So without even a roll, you have your whole interfaces up, and you're going from one to the others, trying to identify what's going on with the ship. And you notice that the AI, yes, is busy, but it's not. It's frozen? Question mark? All the subsystems are rolling, but it's like the AI personality is something's preventing it from working.
It's like a cage. It's in real world terms, it'd be a denial of service attack.
Ooh.
Not necessarily. In this case, it's more like the hard drive that houses the AI has become too small.
Wait, what?
Yep. Picture that the entire AI is like a zipped file on a hard drive
Okay,
that has a very limited capacity,
sure.
and then you try to unzip it.
Yeah, okay, that's not gonna
At some
work.
point, disk is full,
And now the disk is full.
and now the disk
So-
is full.
No,
But
so that, I mean, in essence, that is what I was saying. It's a denial of service attack in the sense that they essentially are trying to add garbage to the hard drive so that the AI is actually limiting its capacity.
and that's what you discover through your interfaces. Nobody's done anything. Twitch itself is expanding.
Oh, Twitch itself is expanding.
Yep.
Wow, it's gonna get crazier or more intelligent. Not sure which one is scarier.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Flip a
ultimately
coin?
what I'm trying to do. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Alex?
No, I just said either Twitch is gonna get crazier because it's gonna be too intelligent, or it's going to become too intelligent.
Okay, well, shoot. I guess we got to solve this problem first, or fix. Cause
Well, I can't do much as far as
Multiple-part
fixing.
problem.
Okay.
I'm
so
gonna go ahead.
yeah, so I'm gonna on the ship's comms, I'm gonna say, it seems that we are under, or Twitch is undergoing a growth spurt. Has anyone uncovered where data is stored on this ship yet? Whitney, do you know by any chance? Like open comms.
You.
And I think. Go ahead.
She shows up in engineering and says, "What you called me?"
Yeah. Yes. So I'm currently trying to uncover the cause of Twitch's sudden growth. It seems that the ship's capacity of storing or maintaining storage of Twitch has exceeded its limits. However, I would imagine that Twitch and this ship would have already built in symbiosis of some sort. So there must be a way of expanding that storage space that Twitch can grow. Alternatively, I could try to limit Twitch, I suppose, and have a maintained growth.
Is this still on comms or no?
Yes, I
You-
basically we're open problem solving.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what if we put a Twitch on the system that we made to share information and allowed him to be on the cloud?
Well, I don't
Do
know.
you really
if
want
that's a good idea.
a Twitch that is becoming godlike?
I'm literally having flashbacks to when I was reading Ender's Game and the Ansible system like grew into this like artificial entity that could literally tap into any data source.
Or Skynet. Nothing bad
Um,
ever happened because of that.
Whitney looks
Yes.
at you, Doxy, and she starts tying up her hair, and she's like, "I hope you have a lot of coffee. I'm gonna give you a hand. And for any checks
Oh.
that you do while in engineering, you have advantage."
Oh, sweet.
So
Do we
she's gonna-
still have Doxy's girlfriend on board? Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Out in
Oh
the
my
corridor, you just see the tiny silhouette of Rosemary, like half hidden by shadows, peering into the engineering bay, going like,
Oh, she's jealous.
Oh my gosh. Well, at this point, Doxy will attempt to come up with a solution. At the time, I mean, if I can do a roll to assist me in this, because I don't have anything off the top of my head. Like, I don't know.
I'll say roll your highest of all the skills that you have pertaining to the ship. Roll the one that would be the best. I'll move on to Kebichet and Zredrick, and then I'll get back to you. And also to Zendak and Eddard. Kebichet.
Yes.
You're in the med bay. Zredrick has been, put down on one of the beds. Do you place did you place them in the
Quarantine?
Quarantine, yeah. I was going to say containment. The quarantined bed or not?
Can I perform surgery from the quarantine bed?
You could.
Okay. Then I would put them there because that's the most secure place that I know I can shield everything in case something goes wrong. And I'm about to perform brain surgery on a telepathic species with psionic who are giant psionic vampires. Shit could go really wrong.
Yep.
Also, I would probably have used some sort of anesthetic to knock them the fuck out. Because said brain surgery on a telepathic psionic species is probably going to require...
You want to knock Zred unconscious?
Yeah.
Zred, do you allow yourself to be... Alright. It doesn't take long for the gas to take effect and the injections, and for Zred to finally, still stuck in fetal position, but to at least you see the tension in their muscles just release.
Okay.
And it's giant Rothian tongue just like comes out of the mouth. And...
Oh, it's adorable.
Well, this is going to be fun and complicated.
Yeah, you've ever operated on a Rothian before?
I don't know that I have. I've operated on a lot of other species, though.
Yeah.
Admittedly, but I probably would have had complex medical records for Zredrick, in particular.
Yeah, the only like instructions that you might have for surgery on a Rothian comes from the researches that you've stolen, which is good because you can at least know where to. You're gonna need a bone saw.
Well, I probably have something more like a laser scalpel.
Yeah, a very powerful one to go through the thick plating.
And I know from that research that I cannot. Removing the pink slug at the base of their skull would cause them to go full frontal lobotomy, correct? And based on that research,
yeah.
Or in other cases, for them to die, correct?
Yeah.
So my question is, before I do anything, I would do full set of scans, full CT, MRI, all the brain, because I'm about to do something complicated to a friend. And she wants to lobotomize the slug.
All right, I'm going to ask. We're gonna do this. All right, make a medicine check to start with, and then I'll make you roll a spell attack roll on the larva.
Okay. She casts guidance on herself first for the medical check.
The lights in the medbay dim.
Ooh.
Does that other thing come into play here, sir?
Yes, you could use your synergy bonus if you have any.
Yes, I do.
What's a synergy bonus?
What?
It's Kevichet's background.
Ah, okay. Because I think I remember something like that back in version 3.5 or 3 of D&D.
13.
Oh, yeah. It used to be called synergy bonus, yeah, for skills.
We
Nice.
introduced those actually for tools in the current version 1.3 of Dark Matter.
Aha.
So, yeah, you might want to look in the skills section to see if you have any relevant.
Which probably that the Gadgeteer has many of them. So 12,
13.
13. Oh yeah, because of the synergy. So you begin your incisions and everything. I'm gonna ask you to roll 3d6, and that is the damage that Zredrick is going to take from the surgery.
Oh boy.
I can fix this later. 16. I roll high on that.
You rolled very, very well on that.
Wow.
I have a lot of health, so I think we're all
I'm
right.
glad. Don't worry. I'll fix this
As you're doing this, there's a tiny ghost floating about and just looking nervously at the Rothian inside the containment.
But if you want to be helpful, go stand over there and make sure nobody comes in here while I'm being and doesn't disturb me.
On your surgical tray are currently 5 Wismos, one of which is dressed like a doctor, and he's pointing at the Rothian, and the others are all like doing their internship, and they're taking notes on what you're doing.
Oh my god. Is
Did
it
you
like
make-
Dr. Cox and then JD?
No. She looks at them and goes, "You are maintaining the sterility of my environment, correct? Go. Just go."
One of them,
Next thing you know, this will turn
the
into
5
a
of
match.
them lift your laser scalpel and try to bring it to you.
She takes it from them and just, "No, you don't get to touch that. It's much more valuable than you are."
They're sad. make a spell attack roll. So as you open up the Rothian's cranium, you see there's the brain, and it looks different than a regular brain. And I think I'm gonna ask Zred, Rochelle, how would your brain look like?
I think it looks like purple jello.
So jiggly purple and like dark purple, or
Yeah.
like clear purple. So
Like
this
dark purple.
dark purple mass, and embedded halfway inside the mass is this tiny, about 4 inches long, with small tentacles that's burrowing itself through, and you can see 2 beady dark eyes, and the wrinkles of the beginning of a brain form on that thing as it eats the mass from inside. You aim your laser at the mass and fire. Psst. It wriggles and becomes inert. It is not connected to anything. You could even pluck it out if you so wished.
Okay, before I go any further, I want to conduct a full brain scan, because I would assume I have like brain scans of Zredrick at the at various psionic points to determine, so I could try to determine if removing this would cause them harm.
Make another medicine check.
Um, 28.
You can safely remove it. It doesn't matter anymore, because Zredrick will no longer need to eat psychic energy.
Ooh.
Without the larva, the psychic energy that the Rothians devour, part of it goes to feed that thing. Like an intestinal worm?
But on the
Like a
brain.
tapeworm.
Like a tapeworm, yeah.
And if I remove it, they should be relatively fine.
They would be perfect condition. Aside from the damage that was suffered, perfect
Which
condition.
she's going to heal in just a moment. She's going to remove it carefully with, like full containment still in the tweezers and everything, and then put it in a specimen container, seal that, and then put it in a sealed, like,
Yeah, like a trash can for biohazard.
No, not the biohazard trash can, but the infectious disease
Oh,
locker.
yeah, okay.
She's gonna keep it. for right now.
It's not a
Why?
pet, it's dead. I'm just saying
Okay,
right now.
it's dead. It's dead.
She's going to dissect it.
Look, everyone, I got a brain tapeworm.
Maybe Zred wants to dissect it. You never know.
But Zred will awaken whenever you feel like it's appropriate.
Oh, she would say, Zred is much more important right now, and we are kind of in a bit of a hurry. So while I could do this the old-fashioned way, she's going to use the laser, and then she's going to take the laser scalpel in one hand, and then just bring the other hand off, and you see it start to glow and pulsate. And she literally puts her hand on the wound, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at level 2 for you, darling.
Let's see if it's gonna be as good of a roll than the damage roll.
17.
It's one
So, yes.
higher.
Yeah.
You are
I'm even better.
Yeah, you're better off than you were when you came in the surgery room.
And then she would clean everything up and de-sterilize and awaken Zredrick. And try to do that telepathically, because that was disconcerting.
It's weird because Red, when you awaken, you hear the voice of Kebichet in your mind, and it comes in clear, without any of the background noise you were used to hearing.
Weird. I think it'd be like that, like in the movies when somebody's like come up from drowning or something, where they wake up and they're like,
Yep.
It would be like that sort of, flailing round motion. But that I don't know if that would be their first impression or their first worry, but they would look around like clutching their head, like remembering what was going on, and then looking and seeing Kebichet and just like, what happened?
Well, I performed emergency brain surgery to remove the tiny little pink slug that was causing you so many problems. I saved it, by the way, in case you wish to play with it later. I know how you are, darling. But giant ship, we're about to be under attack. We can't fly. Yes, I cleaned everything up. Don't worry, darling.
Yeah, it feels sensitive to the touch, but otherwise it's perfect scar tissue.
Wow. I would take a moment to reflect, and I would, as genuinely as they could, make it clear to saying thank you. Like, just wow. I don't know what, how big of an impact this is gonna make yet, but thank you. So
You're welcome, darling. I'm always here for you.
And then Zred makes a noise.
Oh.
Their body makes a noise that you've never heard coming from a Rothian.
She's
Oh, no.
hungry.
A sort of coming from her stomach.
oh my god, no. I'm gonna be hungry. all the time.
Darling, this is very easily fixed. And she runs to the replicator, punches in her code for like the high protein, high carb smoothie, high energy smoothie that doctor smoothie to get you through the next 3 shifts when you don't have a break.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's almost solid.
It's at our midnight snack. Got it.
Space Ensure, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but tastes better because we can make
Because
this
I
shit
hope at some
better.
point the technology, makes it taste not like crap.
Yeah, and she's like, "Here you are, darling. This will get you started." I'll have to do a whole new series of. After this, we'll go through an entire physical. We'll figure out exactly what works for your physiology. I'm sure there will be wonderful things, but giant spaceship. Captain, surgery was success. What do you need next?
All right, so we've got, we've got Doxy working on getting the ship up and running again. We've got you just finished up surgery. Obviously, we need some people on the guns. We need to be ready to punch it as soon as Doxy's got the ship up and running again. So just if y'all are up for it, man the guns.
Is the ship back up? Okay.
Well, no, it's not that the ship isn't back up. It's just that the engine has stopped. Everything else is working.
Yeah, like, but we need someone on guns to be ready to fire as soon as either that thing's in range of us or we're in range of it. And
Well, I'll be there momentarily. Actually, where are all of you?
I'm in the command chair.
Can I have everyone in the elevator bank on the med lab floor for 15 seconds?
Is it really need to be done in the med lab?
Well, I need all of you in within 30 feet of me, which is why I said the elevators. And then you can all go back to wherever you need to be.
Sure. So I send everyone, all right, everybody, meet Kevichette over by the elevators.
I'm busy trying to get the engines working. Am I
30-second
down.
break.
I promise you it's worth it. I promise
Okay.
you it's worth it.
Okay. Laxi, continue that calculation I was working on, and like I run off.
Bring Mary and Whitney wherever they ended up.
And I'll, I guess, Whitney, come with me. And then as I'm running out, I see Rosemary, and I'm like, oh, yes, we need you too. Come with me, Rosemary.
Yeah, okay. And she follows you. But you notice that she's a tiny bit less eager than she was, prior to this whole endeavor, like prior to boarding the ship.
Fair enough. Are you ready for an adventure?
Yeah. You're gonna stay by me, right?
Of course. I will be in engineering most of the time, so feel free to just hang out with me and help me out however you can.
I can hang out with you in engineering?
Of course.
It's not gonna bother Whitney?
No. Why would it bother her?
I don't know. She was in engineering with you.
Well, it's because she was on this ship previously and could potentially know some things I didn't. So that was all.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well, I
Let
follow
us
you.
go.
And she follows you.
And the minute you're all within range, she literally has her hands glowing, and if you actually looked at her eyes are really, really dark, and her the feathers on her hair are dark and white. Her light starts flickering off her. This is going to help everybody involved, and she casts Beacon of Hope on everybody.
What does it do?
Beacon of Hope is a wonderful spell that
I think you get an advantage on wisdom saving throws.
wisdom saving throws,
Poison.
death saving throws, all of your healing is automatically max healing.
Don't roll.
All right.
It's
So
just
for
the
the next minute, if there's anything,
Yeah. And
you
you
got this.
yes, and it says many creatures as I want.
Yep. As long as they can fit within the range.
Yeah, no, the range is only for the casting.
Well,
No, but it's
So-
anyone within range. So as long as they're within 30 feet of you, which is plenty enough.
Yeah, exactly.
And the Wismos too.
Oh yeah, all of
Come
them.
on.
They're like
and the dragons and anything on this ship that's living. I could have got.
Did just went send people on us with the little guns?
Arr, arr, arr. By the way, speaking of the dragon, it's pacing back and forth like a dog before storm.
Oh boy! All right, we need to get a blanket, wrap that thing up.
and I guess like timing wise, that Beacon of Hope thing happens right around when Loxy like figures out what went on with the engine, like finishing up my calculations, all that kind of
Mhm.
stuff. Maybe.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
I just
Cool.
wanted to know if right before that Zendak had anything specific that he wanted to do.
No, I'm just going to be getting everyone prepped to fire on the ship.
All right. Then Doxy, with your
Yes.
enormous something like 34.
Yeah, I got a 16 plus 10 plus 8 from all the synergies of my skills. It's ridiculous. So apparently, when dealing with the ship, I have like a natural 18 without rolling.
So, what is it that you want to know or do that's going to succeed anyway?
Cloud Twitch. Cloud
Yeah.
Twitch.
So I want to like I think ultimately Twitch is like upgrading himself in some way or themselves in some way.
Okay. No, Twitch is being affected by a spell.
So I want to cancel that spell, or like in effect like create like a barrier.
Mhm. And with your enormous check anyway, it's a spell that affects living creatures.
Oh.
Does that mean that Beacon of Hoop now affects Twitch?
Oddly enough, yes.
Oh wow.
But wait,
Don't tell me Twitch is
but
alive.
wait, there's more.
Yeah.
Our
Okay.
ship transforms into a mecha.
No.
Yeah.
Megazord.
The reaction that Twitch is having, it's Twitch is protecting itself from that spell, which is draining its memories and personality. This is something that you can stop with your check.
Okay. So yeah.
One more thing is that ever since Twitch began this process of protection and healing, it's never going to stop. Twitch is going to run itself into the ground and kill itself to save the ship.
I see. So is there any way that I can protect Twitch, basically like stop what it's doing and try to recover whatever I can, while Twitch is like, that will be his primary thing, is preventing this spell from affecting people or things in this ship?
There's a way to transferring
What can I do?
Twitch. Huh?
I have an idea.
Okay, go
Can I
ahead.
do like a backlash where I basically I use the dark matter engine or use whatever arcane abilities, like I'm like, oh, this facet, I've been looking into this on the ship or whatever. Being a technologist, I'm like, wait, what if I do what so this is, I forget the name of it exactly, but this is actually a thing that can happen, but when you're hacking, essentially you hack into a system, and then the person can essentially counter that hack and then also send a data burst that is damaging in some way to your system.
Oh yeah, like in Shadowrun they call it black ice, black intrusion
Yeah.
countermeasure.
Yes, basically a black ice intrusion. So essentially I'm going to send a virus returning to them on this channel, or whatever, because I'm guessing this is some sort of concentration spell that is essentially affecting this.
Yep.
But
Is
I'd like to
Doxy
follow that.
keeping the group in the loop?
I would say Loxy is giving you data reports. Like, you're getting this up on your command console.
Okay, I'm going to try and identify the spell that's currently being affecting Twitch.
Yes. Do you have can you make an Arcana check?
Yes, I can. Let's see, what did I get?
Nice.
I might want to. Oh yeah,
22.
we good. We good.
So- The spell is called Mind Blast.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
it's not a spell, it's a spell-like ability. But you
Mhm.
recognize, out of game, you recognize it as being, imagine if a whole ship was mind blasting a whole ship.
Got it.
Gotcha.
Would
So
Would
Technically, they should have attacked you.
yeah. They really should have attacked me. More importantly, isn't there like you can make a save against that?
You
Yes.
weren't on the ship when it started.
No, but aren't you supposed to be able to make like a wisdom save against that?
Yeah, a creature can
Our
repeat the
creature-
saving throw.
That can now repeat its saving throw
Oh,
with
with
advantage on it because
Aha.
Beacon has risen in place.
That is true.
There you go. There it is.
Just saying.
Yeah. That might work. That might work.
16 plus. Oh, okay.
That's the saving throw.
Yeah, 16. So they rolled a 16. And it is a DC. It's intelligence saving throw.
Never
But
mind.
anyway,
Well,
I'll
I have
use-
a fix.
Well,
it would have been a 9.
Yeah,
Without
well,
that.
before we make the roll again, because I had a thing that I was going to do before the whole advantage disadvantage thing, is I was going to see if I could use my opportunistic piety ability that I got recently to give the ship warding, which, as an action, you trace a holy symbol on a creature within 5 feet of you, warding it from harm. For the next minute, aberrations, mind flayers, celestials, fae, fiends, and undead have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target creature, and the creature has advantage on saving throws against spells and effects created by such creatures.
Then I would say yes, and thus the 16 would work.
Okay, cool.
And it would be enough to protect the ship. However, whatever Twitch did originally, like you cut off the Mind Blast, that is, and the ship, the engines begin anew.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to black ice them, Doxy, now would be the moment for it.
okay.
I would ask you to roll a data check. Whatever result you have will count as an attack roll against their ship.
Okay, and am I adding any complementary or synergistic skills?
No, I would say straight data
Yeah,
because you won't have time to use the synergy of all of your things to send that out because it's, within a single instant. However, if you hit, their ship is going to take a mega version of the Mind Blast damage.
Got it. Okay. That's cocked. Damn it. Okay. Let's see. 17 is the base.
Being in the captain's
wait,
chair.
you're- 2 seconds then. Your base is 17?
No, that's what I hit with.
Oh,
So I-
then you're
I-
fine. You hit.
Okay.
I know your bonuses. You hit.
Yeah.
All right. Zendak, you were going to say?
I was gonna say I want to use my captain's chair, abilities to essentially, encourage him.
To give him
Um,
advantage?
Yeah.
Roll again in case it's a crit.
Oh, okay.
Because, just more blasts.
Because why not?
It's much higher.
But not a crit.
No, not
Alright,
correct.
can you roll 4d8 plus 4? That's the damage. It's actually 4d8 plus 4 times 100.
48. Oh boy. Okay, so 8 plus 5.
That's 13.
15 plus 7 is 20.
20, so 200 points of
20.
damage. Well, if it was a human, 200 points of damage. And it bypasses their shield because it strikes straight at them. Zred, you hear a wail coming from that ship. Doxy just killed so many mind flayers.
Yes.
Because you
Evidence of your own medicine.
essentially killed for 200 hit points worth of mind flayers.
That's crazy.
Because it was not the ship attacking us; it was the mind flayers attacking us as a collective.
I mean, they have a hive mind, dude.
But
Yeah.
it was probably some asshole with an arcane cannon.
No,
It's just an
a hive-
illithid with its head up an arcane cannon going like, "Ah! Ah!
Into the torpedo tube.
I think hard, therefore I cause damage."
You know, philosophy.
As that is happening, the moment after, your console, Zandak, opens up in the cockpit. A message coming from the Mind Flayer ship.
We surrender.
Resistance is futile.
Oh my gosh.
I found you. You cannot
You,
escape.
I'm not too worried about escaping myself, but after my brilliant engineer sent that reversal attack, maybe you should consider it.
We will walk among you. We
I'm
will
sure-
destroy you.
I'm sure you will after you clean up all the corpses that are littering your ship, I imagine.
You won't be so cocky when I feast on your brains. And by the way, this illithid, just so you know what a mind flayer looks like, right? The tentacles, the brains. This one has a sort of like a visor, a circular visor over one eye that reaches around and is strapped behind one half of its head. It's dressed in a complete black sort of robe with a big collar in the back, and one of its tentacles is black.
All right.
There's like an evil pinch, an evil goatee in the middle.
God damn it.
It's stroking
Alright.
an intellect devourer.
It's stroking. I'm gonna have to send you some movie files while we kill you, so you can enjoy, just these classic movie references that I'm just seeing all over your stereotypical villain thing. I mean, God, even the firm has the decency to not fall into this many stereotypes, man, and they look like the people in the movies.
Oh my god. The historical documents?
Huh?
Hey, Doxy, and I'm while talking with the Mind Flayer. Hey, Doxy, can you go ahead and send him some historical, just villains from various movies that this guy's clearly impersonating.
Ooh, that Bond series, the one with the gold whatchamacallit,
Goldfinger.
Yes.
yeah, that one.
Also, anything with Dr. Evil in it, that the Bond parody, Austin Powers, that'd be a good one. Evil Spock and Evil Kirk from the Star Trek.
but not that.
You will take us seriously. We will devour your brain.
Okay,
Just send him the Orville.
No. That one with the where they were pretending, where they confused the fiction for the historical records. What was it called? Oh, Galaxy Quest. That one's really good.
We will. What? You know what? Screw you guys.
Hey, well, you know what? I'll take you seriously right here, and I use my action to say, to give whoever's on the gunner seats an extra attack. So fire at will. You use your action to declare a barrage. One gunner of your choice can use its reaction to make one attack with the ship weapon. So that'll be in addition to their regular action of firing the ship. Or firing the ship weapon, yeah. So, you know what? Okay, so Alex is on the guns.
Well, am I on the gun or am I piloting the ship?
No, you're piloting. So I'm saying Kebachet will get the reaction for guns.
Okay, so she's on the whatchamacallit gun.
Yep.
Could be on the arcane cannon if that's what she wants.
She wants
Yeah,
the
that's what I
arcane
meant.
cannon because she's going to light this giant ship up so that the next person who wants to hit it can hit it again. a
Well,
lot
that would
harder.
be you because you get two
Everyone else.
actions.
Yeah, so you get to make one spell with the arcane cannon.
That
Well, a
hits.
26 hits, sir.
That
Yep.
hits. Roll for damage.
All right, so
I know what it's doing. Hold on. Too many things, Sai. Too many
I'm
things.
trying to remember what this is called. There's a they use it in tactical warfare. It's like electrical disruption. No, not EMP. Man.
That guiding bolt was
Yes.
unfortunate.
What?
What?
Out of 4d6, Deirdre rolled 1, 1, 1, 3.
I know.
But you get a second action, and this time you attack with
No.
advantage.
Is going it through the mega cannon still multiplies it by 100, right?
It does multiply it by 100, but her 2 actions would have been first action charging the arcane cannon.
Okay, second action firing the guiding bolt.
Mhm.
Okay, so next turn someone will have advantage
Mm-hmm.
on it.
Got it.
Which would be actually Doxy.
Oh, sweet.
So you have a 21 instead of a 17, and thus hit with your denial of service.
So
roll
that's
3d8.
38. Okay, and I'll do that.
Yeah, and describe to me what it is that you send and how.
Yep. Okay. 9. Oops. Oh, nice. 9 plus 8, so 17. Okay.
Please tell me it's millions of gifts of generic villains.
Yeah. So essentially, it is memes galore, and like little like I'm basically Loxy and I have collected this as we were describing, as this guy was talking to us. We were collecting all the keywords and just like compiling like this massive data burst that we send over the same channel that he had sent that he connected with us on, and this like all they see on every screen, every data pad, every system essentially only responds to these memes and gifs. And so they're like, what's going on? Only memes and gifs. What is this?
What does all these little kittens for? What is this? What is...
Yeah, it's kittens clawing at Dr. Evil.
What is the meaning of this strange language?
Remember how I said you were a walking goddamn stereotype?
Send in the squad.
Uh-oh. Send in the squad.
Yep.
Okay. Did I hear any of that sending squad thing?
Well, Zandak, is this console relayed across the ship?
Yeah, I'll let it be.
All right.
Also,
I think now would be the right time for me to don
Suit up?
my power suit.
No, because we haven't met the conditions of boarding yet, so theoretically, we're not going to just have people, unless they can teleport. We're not going to
can they
have people
teleport
appear on the
shield?
ship.
Huh? Can they teleport on what?
Through the
There's-
shield?
Yeah. Yeah, they
I mean,
can.
if they have the right teleportation spells, yes.
And that's why the medical console pings 3 living creatures that have appeared down near the armory on the 2nd floor.
Oh, great. Exactly where I need to go. It's as if they knew where I was going. He may better get on my head.
Okay.
Well then,
I'm gonna ask y'all to roll for initiative.
Ah!
You can use your tokens on the map if you want to roll through Roll20.
you have to.
You click on your
pop it
token
out.
and then you click on initiative.
But if you've popped anything out, you have to close it and then.
Why does my token have a heart with an arrow through it?
Because
That-
Rosemary was in here before. So she was in the center of the heart.
Wait, where did I go?
Someone is drawing doodles on the map.
Oh boy, 18 plus 2. That's going to be the only good roll I do all evening. Look at that.
Everyone's sitting around the table. I've moved you all around the table just so we know we knew where to find
Oh.
everyone.
Okay, well, She's
Well, that
not
was
there.
shitty.
Oh, I have 2 Zendax on accident.
Oh, I may not have clicked on myself.
It's
'cause
okay.
Rosemary was-
So long as you tell me what the initiative is, I can deal with that. In my case, it's super simple.
Ah.
Natural 20.
Nice.
What did I roll?
I'm gonna move my.
A 3.
You know, that's not a surprise. I'm a cleric. I'm on brand.
Let's see.
Here, I'll clear you out, Zendak, so you can
Okay.
be alone and not with a clone. Alright, so initiative, it's going to be Zendak first, then Eddard, then them, then Doxy, Kabichet, and Zred.
Okay, so I've got a fun thing that I can do. Damn it, where'd it go?
Oh, and the Rosemary and Whitney are gonna play last.
Oh, for point of reference, Rosemary and Whitney, Stella, the dragon, all of the Wismos, Twitch, and all of us are all covered by Beacon of Hope.
Okay, so the
Rosemary and Whitney, I'm
captain,
guessing, are engineering with me.
the captain or the engineer of a boarded ship can disengage life support, gravity, atmosphere, or heat as an action. I'm going to disable life support in the armory as my action.
Alright, so they have to start holding their breath, right?
Yes, I mean also, life support. Life support includes gravity, atmosphere, and heat.
Oh!
So
Everything.
They start floating.
Mm.
Well, I mean, don't elephants float anyway?
Well, yeah, but they start floating without their consent.
Fair.
It's unwanted floating.
So yeah, depending on how prepared they were, that could be a problem for them.
They weren't expecting that. Let me just get the minis out. Just so we know.
Ship combat!
Rip. Here's an Illithid.
Where the heck is the
And,
armor?
I'm gonna use these.
Right here. I'm picking it on the map.
I'm gonna use these rocks.
And I'm going to go ahead and have turned off the life support in the armory, the Hall of Death, and we don't have any passengers with us currently, right?
No,
Other than,
not.
but they're
Well,
all like in the cafeteria slash.
Yeah. They're not in the passenger quarters. So these
Yeah.
3 rooms here.
And we'll go ahead and do the workshop and the portal room.
At this point, everything but engineering.
And we have to leave the heavy cannon alone just in case we want to use that later.
Oh, the armory's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're gonna turn off everything. Yeah, everything on this level but engineering. Yeah, and the heavy cannon.
Alright, so no more gravity, no more heat on the second floor, except for where the elevators are, the engineering bay, and the heavy
Oh no,
cannon.
elevators are turned off too. The elevator life support is turned off too.
Okay.
The elevator
good.
still works.
The
But-
elevators work though.
Yes.
So I won't X them, but we know that if you get there it's 0G.
Yep. And this little hallway right here before the heavy cannon too, the tiny little one.
Oh yeah, I counted it as part of the heavy cannon.
Oh, fair enough.
It's part of the room.
Alrighty.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
What? Zendak, is that your that was an action, right? So is there anything you want to do as a bonus action?
I've got nothing. So yeah,
Alright.
they've got to hold their breath, and hopefully they can. Hopefully not handle the cold. So, because space.
Yep. We'll see starting on their turn. Eddard.
All right, I shall head toward them, or my suit at least. So, And we'll
the elevators
dash.
are instantaneous, by the way, so if you move your character on a square that's on an elevator, you can teleport to another elevator and then finish your movement.
Okay, so 30 feet here, and then I'm gonna go to an elevator. So, dang it. And here. So that should bring me down.
Down on the second floor.
Okay. Stupid thing is too big. There you go.
Yeah, you have to like zoom out.
And with my last foot, 5 feet, I'm out in
And
between the
floating.
engineering and the baddies.
All right,
And floating.
cool.
Well, do you have a rebreather on?
Nope.
So you have to hold your breath.
And you
Dang
have
it.
no suit on you
My
right
suit
now
is-
to.
My suit is in the
protect you.
engineering. Is in the armory.
Why is your suit in the armory and not in your room?
Because it's an armory.
Yep.
Again, why?
He makes sense. At the start
Captain
of
is
their
taking
turn,
notes and being like, fixing this next time.
at the start of their turn, they are each going to take 5 points of cold damage as the cold starts to set in. They are not made to handle the cold. Not that cold, anyway. So that is.
Hold up. I think I do have a life suit.
Since I'm in the command chair, by the way, Simon, everyone's going on my initiative.
Wait, what?
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, well
So, yeah,
then.
we're going to go before all of the baddies go.
Then it's
we're all-
all of you in the order that you want to go.
Yep.
That's
It's
powerful.
even simpler. Oh, I love it.
Mhm.
I love it. It's simpler. So, alright. Eddard, you played. Zendak, you played. Who else amongst the three of you wants to go next?
Well, I was going to do some things that around helping Edward maybe get to his power suit.
Alright.
I mean, if you can act power suit and activate the jetpack and make it go toward me, you know.
Yeah. Can I do remote act? I mean, I've been tinkering with his suit for a while. Could I do like a data/circuitry check
Sure.
or something like that to activate his and have
DC
it
20.
remotely? Like,
I will become Iron Man.
Or
This will
actually,
come to
no.
me.
I'll do something better. Roll, and each. Like, your roll total is how far the suit can go. So if you roll a
Oh.
35, then the suit moves 35 feet.
okay. Do I get all my synergy stuff because I'm at the engineering table, like in my?
Just because it's even more fun, I'll say yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and is Whitney still giving me advantage for engineering stuff?
Yes, and Rosemary can give advantage to someone else too if someone needs it among the
Okay.
other players.
All right, so 14 plus 10, 24 plus the 8 that you had said before. I think that seems fair as like the synergy bonus because like I have so many different skills. So 24 plus 8 is 34.
34 feet. So it leaves, let's say, this square here, and it goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and we'll say 34. The door opens in your corridor,
And the door's
Edward.
shut behind.
and it shuts behind it as you just
And
see your suit fly through the air towards you.
Oh god.
And it's like pets itself ready and then opens itself ready to receive him. And
Iron
then
Man
the door,
style.
yeah, the doors behind him like security lock, or as the suit leaves. So like the Illithids are just like, what? The
roll-
doors open.
Roll a d6, Eddie. If you roll a 6, you also whack one of them with the armor.
Nice.
Oh, I got a 5.
All right, so they managed to dodge out of the way as this metal suit of armor just sprung forth from one of the lockers.
Oh,
Um,
just best.
Do you want to do anything as a bonus action?
Do I have a bonus action? That's a good question. I do, but I don't know if I have a bonus action for. Let's see, as a bonus, shields. You can switch the direction of the shield's face. So, I guess like I would direct the shielding towards the Illithid ship as a bonus action.
All right, good reflex. Zred or Kebichet?
Well, I'll let Zred go first.
Oh, all of these illithids are contained at the moment that are within our ship. Is that correct?
They're stuck in zero gravity within the armory. They can move
Alright.
about. They can exit if they want to. They have to swim through the air, and they take cold damage from the lack of temperature.
Okay, well, I think that I'm going to send my ghost down to do a life drain on one. And it says melee spell attack +4 to hit, reach 5 feet, one creature.
So it would be a d20 plus 4. Do you does your ghost target one of the intellect devourers, so the brains on with legs, or the illithid itself?
We'll do the intellect devourer.
All right.
And so it says hit 9.
Yeah. So roll a d20 plus 4, and if you hit, you could either, well, technically next to the 9 there's a number in parenthesis, but we'll see about that after.
So that's 1d20. You said +9.
D20
say-
plus 4, so that hits. And then
Alright,
next to
so
the 9, there's something in parenthesis, like it should say like a d10 or something.
2d8.
So that's the damage that you do.
All right.
9 is like the average, so if I wanted to, make the combat go faster, I could just pick on the average.
Okay.
But 2d8 is a lot more fun than just 9. Well, that's a 9 anyway.
My luck. It says necrotic damage. The target must succeed on a DC 10 con saving throw, or its hit point maximum is reduced by an amount equal to the damage taken.
Well, it fails. So now
So-
its maximum is also reduced by 9,
Yes.
which is a lot for it.
And that reduction will last until the creature finishes a long rest. Well, or until it's dead, which is going to be what happens.
I think one of the second one, the latter, is going to happen before the former.
Alright.
Is that everything you wanted to do, Zredrak?
I think that's mostly what I can do.
All right.
So yeah.
Okay. Kebichet.
Oh, well, if everyone's got everything on board taken care of, I just think that, DM, are we still going with that previous ruling that my spiritual weapon can go through out of this arcane cannon?
Yeah, sure.
I think that there's a giant ship that needs to meet the void in a much more personal and appropriate manner, don't you? And she's going to cast spiritual weapon out of this arcane cannon.
And that is a hit.
Wow.
And she's for 11,
Times
And
100.
and now it's just sitting there. Oh wait, and that's a bonus action.
Yep. So you still have an action if you want to cast Sacred Flame
So
through the.
flame. She's going to cast sacred. Oh no,
Well-
wait. How is?
So the so to cast through the arcane cannon, it takes 2 turns to do. First turn you have to charge. Second turn you fire.
Is it 2 actions?
Yes, it is 2
Okay,
actions.
so then firing spiritual weapon would be
Okay.
an action to power it up. Spiritual weapon is a
spiritual
bonus
weapon,
action.
Bonus action. All right, then yeah. Okay, we'll do it that
So
way.
yeah, because it's a bonus action to cast.
You can do it on the
spiritual
same
weapon.
turn.
Yes.
All right.
All right, so now there is a giant floating Avarice staff that's all of the void and a giant opal that I'm going to try and take out the attack
Ship
that's-
with it.
The ship with it, and I did damage with it. So now it's just going to sit there and float out
All right.
and say loudly over the comms, I'm sure the void would love to meet you. Would you like some help getting there?
Taunting, nice.
Take me seriously. Um,
I don't take anyone who isn't my deity seriously. My captain would tell you that. You're just an ass.
4, 5, 6. Hey, going after the armor. The doors.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
I secured those doors. You would have had to do some sort of check to be able to walk through those.
Poop. Sorry, I forgot. We'll make a contested check.
Oh, okay. Against my what?
Your technology versus my technology.
Okay, so my million versus no
Versus my vast intellect.
Let's see how it goes.
Wait. I have an intellect of 19, so.
Vast intellect.
And do I still have advantage on this because of the engineering stuff that's going on with Whitney and all that kind of stuff?
You could use Rosemary's advantage. Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's 14 plus 7, and then if there's any synergies,
That would just be no. It would be straight.
Okay, 14 plus 7.
21.
21.
Oh, come on!
Nice.
While
door
being
is
stuck
locked.
there, yep, they take 3
Spitting.
cold damage.
I would high five you, Eddie.
They're gonna die. They're gonna die of cold hypothermia and lack of air before they can get through the door.
Is there any way that I can turn this into a freezer?
mean-
On your next turn, yes, but first their ship is going to attack you.
Oh. Brace for impact.
Yeah.
That is an ability that I can use as an action.
Because they are going to fire a broadside at your ship.
Good thing we have our shields pointed one way.
Yeah, Captain, can you roll the dexterity saving throw, please?
Alrighty. What are our modifiers? Well, actually, the pilot's supposed to roll a dexterity
Oh yeah, the
saving
pilot. That's true, because you're not piloting. You have an actual pilot.
Oh, we don't have a pilot because our pilot ran away, didn't they?
Yes.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
So you would be acting.
Yeah.
I would have sat you down in that chair.
Well,
I mean, alternatively, I guess I could act pilot and dual role.
you have to be in the pilot chair, so you'd have to take an action to move from engineering to
there.
That's pish posh.
But it would still
I
need
can-
to be an action to change role.
Yes, it is an action to change roles.
Oh man.
So, and also, like, if you use your action, or if I were to get in the pilot's chair, then we lose a lot of bonuses for me being in the captain's chair. Like, for example, sharing initiative.
Stay right where you are. That's entirely fine. Don't
Mhm.
worry about it. Really, don't worry about it.
Can the
Mhm.
shield withstand this?
Well-
The ship will have a base deck save that it can use, if I recall correctly. No,
There's an AC of 14. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, it has an AC of 14, but yeah, no, we don't get to do
Well-
a deck save.
So I'm confused. How does this work with piloting? If there's no one in the piloting seat, then are we just floating in air? Like
Yes.
no
Yeah.
one. Pilot?
Yep.
Twitch normally has stats to pilot, but Twitch in this very instance is out of commission.
hmm
I
And
thought we fixed
And-
that to some degree.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
No, that's true. You did fix it because it succeeded on its check. So we can make. I need someone to roll a D20 plus 2.
Okay, I'll do that.
It doesn't have the best of dexterity, but
Better than nothing.
thanks for reminding me. A
Just
10. That is a fail. So you will take the brunt of these 6d6 points of damage. The ship, so your ship, by the way, has, for those that don't know, has 125 hit points, and it just lost 20 of those hit points.
Well,
no, it just
was
lost
shield first.
2 of those hit points because the shield
Oh, gotcha.
absorbed practically everything.
And with the shields being directed towards the side that they're firing from, is that still the case?
Yeah, the shield, you have an 18 point of a shield of 18 points.
Mm-hmm.
Does the
Yeah,
shield
so-
come
so
back?
that's- No, so basically what happened was the shield subtracted the amount of damage
Yep.
down to 2. So we would have taken 20, instead we took 2. Because I
That's it.
directed.
What I mean
Yeah.
is it going to come back at 18, or does it have to recharge?
It's half. It recharges half at the beginning of the initiative.
And the engineer can also help.
Yeah,
Yeah.
power it up or something.
Bump
yeah,
it up a little bit. Okay, got
I
it.
can, I can redirect power to it to check. To,
But
Mhm.
that was not its action. That was its legendary action.
oh, motherfuckers.
What?
Yeah. The other thing that they're doing now is just firing with their turrets at your ship. Your ship has an armor class of 14. So unless I roll a 1, I'm gonna hit on every attack.
Go with 1. Son of
Uh-huh.
a gun.
It's not that bad. When you think about it, it's only 8d4. Your ship takes an additional 16 points of damage. So on the 125 hit points it's got, it's still well over.
It
Well
has
over
minus
100.
18.
And that would be your turn, everyone.
Back to our turn.
Yep, back to your turn.
Alrighty then. I'm going to use my action to say brace for impact, which means that anytime our ship takes damage before the beginning of your next turn, I can roll a d6 and subtract the number rolled from the damage the ship takes.
Okay. Eddard, what do you do?
I will don my armor as an action.
Your
And-
armor is donned.
Good. That is the end of my turn. Because there's nothing else I can do with a locked door in front of me.
Well-
No, the doors.
I mean,
You could go to the gunner seat since the door's locked, and then
well,
right?
that or Doxy can open the door for Eddard to shoot using his action surge and then close the door behind him. Or in front of him after. That would be your bonus action, I'd say, Doxy. So you would still have an action during your turn.
okay.
But that would mean, Eddard, you would have to use your... So it's up to you if you want to do it, but I'd allow it as a possibility.
I mean, I could, yeah.
We need you like either in the gunner's chair or in the pilot's seat. So dealing with this infestation ASAP is the idea.
Mm,
Okay, so let's open the door. Let me shoot at the first brain on legs. That's right there. And let's see. Just to be safe.
Um,
Da, da, da. Oh yeah, I'm well within range.
Oops.
Thank you. Nope, that's...
but there we go. I open the door.
Open the door.
Make your
And
attacks.
So with
Action surge.
action search, I can do a full attack and a bonus.
Full attack and a bonus, yeah.
Are you at the
Well,
level yet?
actually, your bonus
Fire?
action surge doesn't let you do your bonus, but you
Yeah.
haven't used your bonus action yet. So yes, you can
Yeah.
still use it.
Nice.
And you still get 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So-
still get to
Extra
attack.
attack action.
I'll ask you to roll your damage first
Oh, okay.
on that 19.
Aw, really?
No, it's dead because it's Ghost Boy. Ghost Boy got him.
a Twitch. You
What?
are you up for some evasive maneuvers?
I'll see on my turn. Eddard still has 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Okay, so 13 on the Illithid that's in front of me.
That is a miss.
And once more on my main gun.
That's a hit.
8 radiant damage.
All right, and then the door closes.
Can I flip them? Can I flip him off?
You can flip him off as a free action.
Sweet.
But you're also going to take 4 points of cold damage at the start of your turn because you didn't have your life support yet on.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, that was your turn. So now we have Zendak, Doxys, Red, or Kebachet. Who wants to go?
Already declared I was using
Brace for impact.
And I was requesting Twitch use the maneuver evasive, or the action evasive maneuver since he's in the pilot role right now.
Can you just remind me what it does?
+4 to AC and advantage on dexterity saving throws on behalf of the ship.
Cool.
Mhm.
Yes, they can. They say, they reply, yes, Captain, I can. I can absolutely do it. Captain, I don't feel so good right now. I think I'm leaking a bit.
We're gonna fix you as soon as we get this threat taken care of.
Twitch, do you need immediate medical attention?
Beep 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 beep. Fine, I'll be fine, be fine.
I'll take that as a yes. I'll take that as a yes.
Thanks, I couldn't breathe anymore. So who wants to go?
I kind of want.
Well, it's very. Kebachet is going to do something very, very simple.
I have an idea. So this might help you. I don't know, but this might help you. So I'm going to expend one of my gadgets to overcharge the system.
You just use the hypercapacitor system. You don't expend a gadget.
Oh, okay. So yeah, overcharge the system. So the shields recharge completely. Until the beginning of my next turn, power is invested in the ship's engines, increasing the ship's movement speed by half, and every gun allowing each gunner to make one additional attack using that weapon when they take the open fire action on their turn. Once this used spilled, you cannot use this for 1 minute. So we're doing this now.
Okay. So this is specifically for the open fire action, which is to make attacks. Not the arcane cannon, unfortunately.
Yeah, which is the other cannons, which is fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. Because Joy of Joys, she's not going to worry about casting again through the arcane cannon. She has a giant spectral weapon that's already sitting there. And it's going to hit it again.
Yeah, and you can use your action to move to a gunner position if you wanted and use the free action to fire.
Well, I mean...
Because this is a bonus action, so this, it hits.
Yeah. For 10? For my bonus action?
Yeah, the staff hits the ship like a golf ball. And the other ship, the Illithid ship, sorts of jerks in one way. And keeps spinning, and you see its thrusters start to power up to try to make it veer back into position. It's taking a beating. It's taking a very, very big beating.
And then she's going to reach out a hand and touch a console. And because we said Twitch is a creature...
Living creature at the moment, yeah.
She's going to cast Cure Wounds on it at first level, which is automatically D8 plus 5.
All right. Choose a letter from the word Twitch, and tell me which of these letters do you want to heal.
The W.
All right.
Damn it. W is for Whitney.
Yep. Whitney regains
What was that?
Points.
What was the dwarf's name?
The dwarf is I have them all written down, but it's okay. Whitney is the important one to heal because guess what Whitney is?
Mm-hmm.
But
What is
actually,
with me?
you heal that part, and down in engineering, Doxy, you notice that there's an enormous part of the code from Twitch that just disappears.
It's deleting
Uh,
Twitch.
I take note. I'm like distracted at the
Mhm.
moment. I haven't really said anything.
But does it seem like it's actually helping Twitch?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So Doxy, I'm going to switch. Do you need me here anymore? Where would you like me?
Well, I mean, where are you?
Well, I'm
Arcane
sitting in front
Cannon
of
at the
Arcane
moment.
Cannon. Do you need me somewhere else?
No, you're fine where you are if you want. Either that, or you can hop onto the gun seat, the gun seat, and fire away.
Well, that can definitely. Where is that gun?
The light guns. Are you close enough to use them?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't really know.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
It would
It's
take
okay.
several turns to get there. At least
Yeah, it's not worth it.
one. To
Oh,
get,
Well, I'd say we can use one of the advantages given by one of the NPCs to make you switch position right away.
Well,
rather than having to worry about running on a ship.
yeah.
I mean, if you want to, if you don't feel
I
like
mean,
going to the arcane cannon.
Xander, do you need me here at the Arcane Cannon anymore? Or do you need me somewhere else?
Oh, he's plugging his
Yes, there we are. Captain, do you require me? Would you like me to remain here at this cannon, or would you prefer Arcane Cannon? Or would you like me somewhere else?
One second. Sorry, my headphones have died, so I'm now like switching all my settings, so I can kind of see that y'all are talking at me, but I can't hear you.
Okay.
Ah,
Well, then we'll put
Oh, there we go. Perfect. I
all right.
got it
Then.
now.
So, Captain, we've healed Twitch a bit. Is there anything you would? Do you want me to move, or do you want me to stay here?
Fire the guns at the damn thing over there if you can.
Well, I'll just stay here then, shall I?
Perfect. Sorry, I'm a bit discombobulated. My comm was having a little trouble earlier.
I noticed. That's why I healed Twitch.
I appreciate it.
All right. So do you switch over to
No, she'll stay where she
You're
is.
still where you are. All right. So Zredrick.
Wait, are you at a gunner position or the arcane cannon still?
I'm at the Arcane Cannon still.
Okay.
Do you want me to move to the Gunners?
Yes. Just so that we can be firing every turn instead of
Okay.
every other turn.
All right, then.
And we
I
still
will-
have an extra action to fire right away if you want to.
Okay, so she will go to the nearest cannon, which is
It would have to be a light cannon, not the heavy one.
yeah, I know, which is here.
Yeah.
Roughly.
And stats wise for those cannons, it's an attack at +7. That's a hit. Roll for 3d6.
you get 2 attacks
Oh, 2 of them.
No.
Oh, great.
because of overcharge.
So 15.
For the first one, all right.
Come on, big money.
15 to hit.
I think that's a miss. Yep, that's a miss.
And a 10 to hit will miss as well.
Yeah.
So, well, I apologize, but I did some damage.
Did what you could. Zredrick, what do you do?
Zredrick is going to use her little two things. She's going to let her little spooky boy go and attack another person floating around down there.
All right.
So that's
I'll have backup.
oh, it only rolled a 4, so I didn't.
It's 4. Yeah, +4. So no, that's not enough.
now. And I'm not sure what spell level. Oh, I have access to level 3, thank you. So I wanted to use.
I think you might be mistaken.
You're level 7?
Yeah.
Isn't that
I just
fourth
had
level?
level.
Yeah, that would be 4.
Characters?
4th level.
Okay. So I would use my. I'm just gonna
Mhm.
link it here.
Mm-hmm.
Meteoroid shower.
Wait, what?
Is it in chat? I don't know. It's not in chat, is it?
No, it's not.
I don't know how to make it go in chat.
I can try it.
I love it when I hear the DM go, "Wait, what?"
I could just copy and paste it if you want.
Yeah, that too. That can
That
work.
works.
Oh, because you're in. Yeah.
Oh, I had to hit what level? That's-
Yeah.
Holy crap!
You create a barrage of asteroids at the point you choose. Creatures with that's gonna hurt. Okay, I have to make a dex save with my ship that is not super dexterous.
So
Oh no! How terrible!
right,
How bad?
Red is mad.
Just
Red is
curious,
super
did you
mad.
cast this at 4th level to increase the damage?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a +4.
So it should, yeah, it
so
should be.
So it would be
27.
90.
27 points of damage, and with that you see this shower of asteroids just pummel the Illithid ship as it tears holes through the hull, chops off one of the tentacles that just goes flying away in space, and then in one massive explosion, the Illithid ship is no more.
Wow!
Red is super mad.
if I
She's
could-
like, ah, and this
Nice,
asteroids
nice.
come down.
I want to add as the meteors like start flying towards them. I put a image of a laughing pixelated William Dafoe with a right wing on their screen.
What is the meaning of this?
Just like in Independence Day.
Independence Day, yes, exactly.
Wow!
And,
So retro, I love it.
and we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be
Oh,
back
gosh.
after.
We said
And we're back. Haha. Except Justin, who's not really frozen. You're doing it on purpose.
Oh, you caught me.
Okay. For a split second, I wasn't sure anymore.
He was really still.
Yeah, trying to see if you were breathing there.
Thanks, Marching Brand. Thank you, Marching Band. Thank you.
So, with that, the Mind Flayer ship gets destroyed by a field of asteroids. You still have to deal with the menace, the threat inside your own ship. Which technically is now their turn.
Are there not flare sickles yet?
I didn't play yet.
Oh, then I'm sorry. Go right ahead. And reduce my monsters to a pulp.
Open those door. Well, that door, I suppose.
It opens.
Pew 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 pew.
Best
so-
spaceship noise ever.
Misses.
Yep.
Misses.
Yep.
Well, so much for that.
And you got your
Don't
bonus
you have
action.
one? You have bonus action.
Misses.
Ha!
The door closes.
I was not ready for this.
Doxy, are you ready to roll a post check to see if I can get your door open? Doxy? You're muted.
He's getting cat attack.
Let's do this. The cat is trying to get my attention.
Ah.
Yeah. Well, I've got like food over here too, so she's like, yeah.
I got a
So-
15.
Since it's a new round, do I still have advantage with Whitney or
Yep.
Rosemary? Oh, that's terrible.
I would like to simply remind you that also there's no more gravity right here. So unless they have mag boots, they're floating.
Oh yeah, they're floating.
Okay, cool.
But if this is a technology check,
Mm-hmm.
my base is a 10 plus 7.
Then they do not open the door and they take cold damage. And now it's everybody else's turn. Like all of you.
Well, I just feel like being thorough, so she's just going to use the spiritual weapon to start scattering all of the pieces of the debris. Of the...
Jesus.
Overkill.
You're sweeping away pieces of dead ship.
Wait, I want some of those components.
No,
Well,
you really
I'll
don't.
leave- I already saved a small piece of them anyways, and there are going to be people up here that you can kill. I'm going to make sure that there isn't a problem here.
I want some of it for research. I'm trying to make a psionic remote control system. Anyway.
You want the biologics? We can don't get rid of the biologics. Those I want. The ship we're going to destroy. It's mostly destroyed anyways. I'm just cleaning. Does anyone need my attention otherwise? And she's going to start walking her way towards the med lab.
We
The
got
ship-
a few people in here that are in dire need of being ridden with bullets.
That's your job, dear.
All right.
Are they though? Like they're about to die, maybe anyway.
So I guess I suppose I could just stay here, and if they are able to breach a door, then kill them, or just
Yeah.
let them freeze.
Let's-
Oh yeah.
Let's
Let's
see.
do that.
What's the minimum you can roll, Eddie?
All right, actually, Justin, let me see. Am I doing this right? Actually, is AI companion. You can treat the result as a 10.
Or equal to your intelligence.
Gadgeteer level plus my intelligent modifier, so it's a 13. 7 plus 4. No, 11, sorry. So 11 is the base.
So yeah, basically, if you make a roll and it's less than 11, it's now 11.
Oh, okay.
And then you
So-
add.
And then you
Before
add your
I-
bonuses.
Is that? Do I add my bonuses to that? On top of that?
Yeah.
Oh.
No. It treats the result, not the.
Oh,
not,
the entire result. Okay.
Yes.
I thought
Got
it
it.
treated
Okay.
the D20.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Well, so the last one, let's see. They may have opened it up because it was to be totally honest, because I rolled 2 5s on my advantage. So 5, it's 5 plus. Oh no, so then it would be 11. And they got to.
So they managed to open it at the end of their last turn.
But that doesn't make sense though, because if you roll the d20 and then you're adding your proficiency plus your modifier.
Plus 7, right? Because I have for technology plus 7.
So that was a 12.
So that would have been a 12. So why would you roll? So you would have to add your proficiency plus.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because a 12 is beat by their 15.
15.
So.
Right.
I'm just.
Yeah, so I've been doing that wrong, but
nevertheless,
yes.
the door opens at the end of their turn.
Okay.
And cannot be closed again with engineering. So now they're right there, in front of Eddard. And hey, Eddard, I have to attack you with a disadvantage because, well, 0G.
Mm-hmm.
But the little intellect devourer, the little brain on legs, is gonna ask you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay, that'll be fun.
Don't worry.
Wow.
It does not eat your brain.
Wow.
But you are going to take 8 points of psychic damage.
Fair enough.
Isn't it half that because it's a saved?
Huh?
Isn't it half that because it's a save?
Good question. I think it's
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 0. You take nothing.
You saved.
Yeah. Thank you. You take nothing.
Okay.
And that would now be your communal turn.
Well, pew 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 pew.
Well, go ahead.
That's a technical term for I will shoot them. Well, I'll start with the Illithid is the one that's right in front of me.
Yeah. Because next turn, the Illithid gets its full turn. That's a hit.
23.
The Illithid's still stuck in an area with 0 Gs though, and cold and no breath. How much longer can that thing hold its breath? By the way.
Damn, 26.
It's 12 rounds.
So long.
Yeah, 26 hits.
And one more. Oh.
No.
Ow.
Wow, Snake Eyes? Really? Damn.
And that is your turn. Eddie, what do you do?
Can I take a... Oh, no.
No, you've already took your action surge.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Well,
Doxy.
yeah. So, with the threat of the ship gone, but hi Tara, but knowing that there's still something in the ship, let's see, where am I related to them? Sorry. Oh, right. I'm going to go around the corner so that I can see them. Let's see. I can't really tell how much movement that is. But I'll
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 25 feet.
Okay. And then I am going to cast. Let's see. Is this the one I want? Yeah. I'm going to cast. Oh, shoot. I don't have the new one up. But basically, it's the hard light one. Justin, maybe you know this off the top of your head. Maybe
What's
not.
up?
It's a hard light spell. Hard light.
There's hard light gauntlet, hard light needle, hard light.
I want to say it's blaster.
Hard light blaster is a spell. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So hard light blaster. Sorry, I'm trying to look it up real fast.
Yeah, I'm looking through the PDF as well.
There is bookmarks on all of them, so that can help. If
and I mean, does it depend on the reader?
Hard light blaster. Yeah,
well,
I got
I'm
it.
using Adobe.
I have it here. It's you wave your hand and conjure a sophisticated arcane weapon constructed of brilliant compressed light, hover in the air in an unoccupied space within 10 feet of you. It shoots a crackling beam using your ranged spell attack, and it deals 3d6 force damage. On a hit, the target takes the damage, and then the weapon dissipates.
Yep.
So
okay.
it appears,
So-
it fires, and it disappears.
So what you see is Doxy like play on his ARM keyboard once, or ARM interface once again, and up appears I guess what you could imagine like a Gundam cannon, but miniaturized. And fires at him. Let's see. I do not have advantage on this. I want to say that's a +7, so 20 to hit.
That's a hit. On the Mind Flayer?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's a hit.
Okay, and then it's 3d6, someone said?
Yep.
Alright, that is a 5, so it's 12 points of damage. Force damage.
How much, sorry? 5, you said?
12 points of force
12
damage.
points. And with that, the Illithid is shot. Is kicked back a couple of feet and, well, floats.
Nice.
Inert.
Seemingly dead?
No, it's dead. The body just bounces and slowly ragdolls on the walls and the ceiling
Like, yeah,
because
the
it's
force knocked around anti-gravity.
Yeah.
Underground.
I'm gonna shout over my shoulder, show off.
and
I mean, I've been waiting to use this for a while. I recently constructed it.
and at the start of its next turn, the Intellect Devourer dies of hypothermia. So it doesn't matter. We can stop combat right here.
Aha!
Yay!
I'm gonna go in, check room by room to make sure there's nothing else. And then when it's done, I'll report back to Zendak so he can restore gravity.
I restore restore life support, and I'm also going to use my mortal rings to heal the T of Twitch. Because I saw what happened with the W of Twitch, and I want to see what happens when we heal the T.
Which one?
The first one?
The first one or the second one?
Yeah. Know what? The first one.
All right. You heal the first T, and another chunk of code disappears. And Twitch says, This is strange.
Feeling better, darling?
I need to tell Nightbot to shut up. It's okay,
Well,
it's
it's a
done.
problem.
And you notice, Doxy, that the entirety of the AI now fits, but it's been fundamentally changed. And Twitch says, it's like I'm missing a piece of myself.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I was trying to save them, and it didn't work? Or did it?
Twitch, darling, are there any other remains on this vessel?
None at all.
Are we sure? Jred, didn't you find remains somewhere?
Yes, they're in my room. And I would go get them if I was asked to do so.
Are they still there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go look.
I think the
Is the
question
dragon
is,
did something with him.
since I healed the tea, are they all still there?
Yep, they're all still there.
Um,
All of them bones, aged, almost as old as the ship is.
um, I want to try a thing, but I don't know if it'll work, and Captain will probably... You might get upset, probably, possibly, maybe.
If you're healing the ship, go for it.
Okay. Ed, I'd come down to the med lab and possibly bring all of those bones with you, Shred.
Okay, at once. I'm gonna
I
come
saw that you
clang
got
upstairs.
wounded. It'll be easier if you're here.
Yeah, good point. See here clanging toward your med bay.
Mm-hmm.
What? With the giant Iron Man suit?
So, with the little pink thingy still
Yep.
in the disease locker and locked away, she's gonna lay out have all of the remains that are not Rothian,
Mm-hmm.
and she does Shred to keep the Rothian remain. She asked telepathically to keep the Rothian remains out of the med lab for right now. She'd ask Whitney to join her.
Uh-huh.
And then she's going to cast Prayer of Healing on Twitch with the remains there.
And it takes a few moments, but the code of Twitch is just purged in its entirety.
Meow.
Yeah, and there's a cat behind me.
Well, the Wizards attack everybody, it's fine.
Yeah. Swear to God. Give me a moment. Get down. Get out.
So she's going to Prayer of Healing, take 10 minutes. Prayer of Healing, the entire, which is going to also cover you, Eddie.
Oh. Why didn't you hurt?
Not Eddie, Edod, sorry.
Me.
And that's, hold on, I have it here. Where did it go? Things went away. I apologize. It's not working, hold on. So she'd cast Prayer of Healing, and over the whole, everybody, okay, roll 20 doesn't like me. I'll come back.
It's okay, it's 2d8 per turn.
It's 2d8 plus 5.
Yeah.
And it takes 10 minutes, but...
And, it takes,
Yeah.
you know, a few minutes for it to work, which, well, you basically affect all of them, right, with Prayer of Healing?
I affect 6 creatures, and, well, we've got rid of the T and the W, so we have I,
ITCH.
T, H, and Edon.
And then the ship goes black.
Jeez.
I'm gonna turn on the lights on my suit.
I'm still fine.
And
I
down
don't
in
have your
engineering,
prowess of your eyes.
down in engineering, you Doxy hear a do 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 as the system reboots. And there's a welcome screen. A welcome screen. To a ship called the Lancer 3. It says, "Thank you for having purchased this model of the Lancer 3." And then there's like the instruction manual that you can read. You have the warranty papers. Everything is... The ship is rebooting like the factory default.
Oh man.
And once the ship goes on, you just hear a robotic voice say, "Welcome aboard. I am your friendly AI and helper, Walter."
Hello, Walter.
Hello.
Do you have any recollection of the last 24 hours?
How about the last, few years?
Nothing. I am a brand new ship.
Lovely. Yeah.
Oh, we lost Twitch.
Looks like we didn't get any answers from that. Well, Walter, what company made you?
I was made by the Vect.
Oh, by the Vect. You okay with more organic owners?
Oh, I was made by the Vect as a gift to organics.
Oh, good. Well, I suppose as captain I need to register with you.
Hello, Captain.
My name is Zindak Highhill.
Captain Highhill. Nice to meet you. I am Walter.
It's good to meet you, Walter. So, brand new ship. When were you serviced? What year?
And
when
he
were you
gives you
created?
a year 150 years in the future.
Interesting. Are you aware of what year it is now?
My systems indicate that there seems to be an error, as the current year is... I don't know what year it is in this setting, but like the current year.
Make it up.
3. Year 3.
Year 23,733.
Yeah, that's a 3.
You know what? That's actually the year. Looks like you've managed to come back in time a little bit.
Indeed.
Mhm.
Time travel is, as far as I know, impossible.
So what kind of capabilities does this ship have?
Out of game, exactly the same that you had with Twitch, except that the portal doesn't seem to be working aside from as a giant bag of holding.
I was more hoping that he might, explain some things that we didn't know in character yet.
No, actually, the ship would detail a lot less information than what you already know about the ship.
Okay,
You know the ship more than the ship knows itself.
gotcha.
That's gonna be a shock for the ship when we say, "Yeah, did you know about this thing?"
Walter,
Yes.
would you be a dear and hold on for like 5 moments? And she's going to walk to her personal console in the med lab.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to pull the small logbook from behind her holy symbol, access her data book and data logs and all of the data that she has recorded for her entire trip, and upload it to Walter. Which includes all of your medical files and everything that you've ever said in her presence, people.
Oh no! All my secrets.
Pretty much everything that she knows.
It's all uploaded.
Walter,
Hmm?
do you notice anything in this data that would correlate to any codes that you currently have?
Not at all. There
What is
seems
your-
to be the background code for another AI, but none that I can recognize.
Can you bring up the background coding? Maybe Doxy can do something with it.
And it brings up like charts of code. In Doxy, you realize that the code, the like baselines for Twitch, isn't actual programming code. It's DNA. It's a computerized version of DNA.
What I recognize is like a Vect I guess, branch of technology?
I'd say yes.
Okay. Well, it seems that the Vector we're experimenting with, or will experiment with, I guess a new form of intelligence in this ship's composition. In a way, there is a biological life form that I guess embodies the ship.
Embodied the previous AI.
Yes, or perhaps copied into the previous AI. However, I do have. Obviously, I don't want to disrespect you, Walter. I do have some of the core traits or core elements of Twitch stored in a backup that I tend to always do with most of my side projects. I was trying to learn what Twitch was and understand it a little bit more. Perhaps we can spend some time to analyze this and find a good balance of Twitch returning with you, Walter. I'm not sure. I guess this is all a bit strange, and well, with any intelligence, a bit ethically gray.
So you would wish to upload your data into myself and see what happens?
Well, I mean, I guess that is one way.
I mean, what if we created two simultaneously existing AIs instead of erasing the existence of Walter to get back our friend Twitch? What if we have them coexist side by side so that we're not killing off one to bring back the other?
Possible.
I mean, I mean, part of it is that I'm not sure exactly how this works, so this is all theoretical. I stored the data, but I don't necessarily know what that means for Twitch. It seems that Twitch was something beyond just it was technology beyond what I currently understand.
Well, in my current databanks, I do hold some records of, well, if my records are true, there is currently a special neuroprocessor being discovered and built in a Vect Foundry ship. If you could get a hold of such a thing, it would be possible to upload your AI into this and even graft it onto a different vessel or even a construct. That is a possibility.
That could be interesting. All right, so you have information on where this Vect Foundry is. They're historically very difficult to locate.
I have the coordinates, or will have in the future, which means that unless they've moved, they should still be in the same area. It is a small facility hidden in an asteroid field.
Well, at the very least, with your data and my skills of uncovering the correlation, we will find, I think, this place. Perhaps this is the next place we go, Captain. And I guess all of the excitement, we still have to handle our agreement with Finns, don't we?
Oh, we've got a few jobs on our hands for the upcoming few months. We've got Fisterberg. We've got to represent him legally, and the little side thing. We've I hear that a certain business is in need of a certain lawyer to help deal with some new information that came to light to the whole verse all at once. And then on top of all that, we got to check out this foundry. So we've got a few adventures ahead of us.
Captain, what are we going to do with that giant laser that's currently taking up space in our cargo hold?
I've got some thoughts on that, but I do have to get back with my superiors and see if they have any qualms with me taking it as payment for a number of things that we're going to bring to them that should please them.
Sounds fascinating. We've got a lot to do.
That we do. So,
Well, lead on, Captain. What's our priority? Where are we going next?
I think there's nothing more valuable than potential future tech. I say we get Twitch a body, and I say we get Twitch a brain. Let's go to this foundry.
I'm all about that. Any objections?
Oh boy. So we're gonna be able to have Twitch back, and this time it'll be physical.
I don't have a problem with that. Twitch is quite enjoyable.
Touche. He'll be able to prank us in real time.
Is Whitney still here?
Uh-huh. Whitney, Rosemary are still here.
She's going to turn to Whitney and start doing a full examination of her medically.
The number of times she was examined must feel really weird. Hey, you! I'm examining you again.
She feels really weird, but then again, she was disintegrated and brought back to life, so...
Oh, and Ed, as we're headed to this foundry, would you mind doing something incredibly dangerous for me?
I just fought off elitids, or whatever squirmy things are. Yeah, I can do probably much better than that.
Our resident storage facility? Can you take a step in and see what's going on in there?
By storage facility, you mean
The portal?
Giant portal.
the portal?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we haven't actually stepped inside, so, maybe we can figure out what's going on with it. And
Sure, I could use some Twinkies.
They're not good for you, and Walter, please make a note. Eddard is not to have more than 3 cherry cordials at a time, and he's not to have any more than 1 Twinkie in a 24-hour period.
Noted.
Thank
Also-
Walter, you and I are gonna have a talk.
Also, nice to meet you, Eddard. Eater of Twinkies and drinker of cordials.
Oh, that's right. I do apologize. Walter, I am Lady Kebachet of House Aldahar. I'm the ship's doctor and cleric of the void.
Hello, Lady Kebachet.
He's making a profile on us, is he?
Of course he is.
And I've been. Why is it the first thing he knows that I eat and drink bad stuff for my health? No,
Because I have
I'm
all
not
of
the
your-
person who shoots things up. I'm not the pilot of this ship. No, I'm the guy who eats.
Well, Eddard, that's because it's associative memory. It helps correlate who you are.
Also, Walter, remember to limit Doxy's energy drink intake after a period of 8 hours.
Well, I mean, I don't even drink coffee. What's coffee?
I've included all of the relevant medical files in your information.
The medical scan on Whitney is the same as usual. She is neither living nor dead.
Well, things haven't changed. That's positive. We should do something about these remains. We could send them to the void. It might be pleasant.
We could ditch them out in space.
Well,
Is
I
that what you
assume-
meant by the void? Asks Whitney.
No.
Is the void not a thing in the future?
I mean, the void's pretty common knowledge. It's where everyone's doing jumps through.
Oh,
but
no.
don't know.
I know what the void is. I meant, do you, Lady Kebachet, want to send them to the void, literal, or send them to the void, as in we just space them?
Oh no, I would send them to the void literal.
Oh, okay. And Eddard, as you step through the portal, there are no more Twinkies.
You can hear throughout the ship.
From the extra dimensional space.
Yes. No. My Twinkies.
Well, that's one positive. I don't have to worry about his health anymore. Or at least in that manner.
Is there anything else in it? Is it still like a big freezer?
Yep.
Did something eat all the Twinkies?
No, they just cease to exist.
No.
What?
They're behind boxes of Twinkies. You hear a...
Stella, I close the door behind me.
I bet it's the dwarf, actually.
I'm gonna wrestle a dog.
I bet it's the dwarf.
You close the door behind you. And what? You jump out? Jump into the boxes?
If that's where the smacking lips is coming from, yeah.
Well, one, how do you open the... I don't know how this portal works.
Yeah, no, let's assume that there's a fridge door as well.
That's the way I was
Okay.
thinking about it.
Yeah, but no, technically it's just a Stargate.
Yeah.
Damn it. All right.
You can close the Stargate behind you, but you're gonna need someone on the outside to open it up.
I mean, no, that would be stupid to do that. So I'm going to not close the door, the gate.
Alright. And so I'm gonna ask you to make an attack roll, please.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Okay. A D20. Oh God, I just saw. Well, a D20 plus proficiency, I suppose.
Well, an attack roll, like a melee attack roll.
And unarmed.
So a D20 plus your strength plus your proficiency.
Oh, okay. Wish I had a button for that. Roll
Should.
D. No, I don't have unarmed
Hmm.
because I'm always armed. 21.
And you jump on this enormous dragon. Hidden behind a pile of boxes, the void dragon has grown in size. And instead of being the size of a dog, it is now almost the size of a small horse.
Oh my god!
As it gorges itself on Twinkies.
Oh jeez.
I'm gonna try to
Paper,
reprimand the
plastic
dragon.
wrapping and all. Just,
No, I'm gonna try to reach for Twinkies.
you try to reach for some, and the void dragon turns to you and goes, "Mine."
I'm gonna stare at it in the eyes. I'm gonna try to keep reaching for some.
Make an
Mine
intimidation
too.
check.
Okay. Oh boy.
Out alpha dragon. You look it straight in the eyes and you reach out for a Twinkie, and it reaches out for the same Twinkie with its paw, and then you both touch. The dragon goes, and it retracts its paw.
I grab it. I'll open it up, split it in half, gobble mine, and just give the other half to him.
It eats it and then says, "A warrior's pact."
And I simply gonna say, "You can eat the rest."
Damn right.
Don't you start.
Oh jeez.
And it's,
Eddard, is everything okay?
Yes, everything is fine. We might have a food consumption problem shortly.
I look at the replicator for a second. I don't think that's going to be a problem.
The replicator is completely out of jelly beans. And so begins your Void Dragon's horde of Twinkies and jelly beans. You have turned a creature into a monster made of diabetes and sugar.
Nice.
That'll only last as long until Kevichad finds out about it.
But that's his horde now. Or I should say that's their horde.
There, as in mine and is, right?
No, there as in, you don't know the gender yet of that dragon.
Yeah, good point. I'm not gonna start sexing it. I don't want to know what it is.
And,
Someone in the background was looking at you real funny when you said that.
Oh, I know. That'll need some explanation afterward.
and on that note, this is where we're going to end Season 1 of Dark Matter.
I have so many calls I have to make at the beginning of Season 2.
Yes, so many
How am I going to
adventures.
eye the dragon? Oh wait, I'm not gonna eye the dragon.
You're gonna have a whole lot of things to do in Season 2, and a whole lot of surprises coming your way as well.
Oh,
but,
boy.
I hope you
Are we
had
raiding?
fun.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
What are you saying,
let's
Strat?
see.
Are we gonna raid?
Oh, yeah, but we're not done.
We haven't outroed yet.
Yeah.
But she's reminding you.
Yeah, don't
Dragon
worry.
deities,
I have
yes.
my thingy now. It says rate.
Good reminder.
and
Yes,
it's on my
let's see.
screen.
Let's go down the list. We have a Void Dragon to figure out what the hell that they're doing, making sure that they're satisfied and protect. Hopefully, next time we have a boarded party or someone that tries to board us, we just have the Void Dragon eat them. That'd be nice. Let's see. And then we have to follow up with Spider.
Mm-hmm.
Follow up with Fins. We have to figure out what the hell's going on with my parents. Figure out what happened to Zred, and if they are now like no longer rocking. What? Yeah, so many things. We gotta just what's the word I'm looking for? Well, we have to displace the current government on Edward's planet.
Listen, I don't know what's gonna happen with that. They know I kind of exist, but I haven't made my presence known for sure to the tower, which I don't know if I was told that place was actually legit. Sendai, did you ever say that it was like a real thing after your meeting with the?
I have not shared the tower with anyone yet.
Cool. Just making sure.
No, our very, very sneaky captain hasn't shared a lot of things with us yet.
Mm-hmm.
So many things will be very entertaining when we find them out.
Yes, I honestly thought we'd be finding them out at the end of this season, but we didn't get to them.
I'm stretching it.
Mm-hmm.
Season 2 is gonna
So-
have a lot of surprises.
So much drama.
Well, we'll see about that. Hey, thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm Simon, not Wandering DM. We'll outro our wonderful cast of characters for the last time this season. We'll be back in 2 weeks, actually, and on a different day, but we'll be back on April 9th at 8 p.m. as usual. And then it'll be weekly from then on, and we'll continue our wonderful adventures in space. So why don't we start our outros with let's start with the captain tonight.
Hi, well, as you may or may not know, I am Justin with Mage Hand Press. I'm the community manager, so it's my job to reach out to everyone and convince you to buy my books, or our books, rather. They're not mine. I am fortunate to be working with an incredibly talented team that has written we're now sitting at, when the beta releases mid-March, over 270 pages of sci-fi goodness with Dark Matter. More art, more lore, more subclasses for the Gadgeteer. All sorts of things are coming in March, or not March, it is March, in April. It's been a crazy couple weeks with getting this book set up to print, and super exciting. You can find the PDF at store.magehandpress.com or on DriveThruRPG if that's where you go to buy all your books. We'll have information soon on purchasing the physical copies, so keep your ears open for that.
Cool. Moving on from the captain. Thanks for playing, by the way, Justin.
Oh, it's been a blast. It's nice to be invited to play.
Moving on from the captain, let's go to our gunners and resident space marine.
And now, brand new friend of Dragon. I mean, I have a warrior's pack with him.
Over Twinkies.
We'll see. Over Twinkies. You can find me over on Twitter at The Gambit. I don't have any other current game at the moment, but I'll be here next time. Reprising my role as General Ass Kicker.
All right, and well, thanks Alex for playing, by the way. It was lots of fun to have you again. Moving on from the Space Marine, our engineer and DDoS person now.
Yes, I'm Eddie Freeman. You can find me on the Twitters, Pixel Pirate, with the first E being a 3. I play here. I'll be here next time. You can always hit me up on the Twitters. But I am going to be talking about a couple different things in this year, so just keep an eye out.
All right, and thanks for playing. This was the first time we've played more than one shot together.
That's true. I play a lot of one shots.
It was nice. It was nice to have you on Dark Matter. We'll go around the table to the ship's doctor, Deirdre.
Well, hello all. You know me. I'm at Deirdre Donlin on Twitter, or Praxagora Thesmophoria, as you see me hanging out in the Twitch chat. I love my Void Cleric. I love how creepy and fun she gets to be. I cannot wait until we're back and I can do more fun things. And I can't wait to see what happens when our captain stops being sneaky and shares information with the rest of the crew. Because, that could affect things.
It absolutely could. I was not given the opportunity to share everything.
Just have to exposit all the time, Justin. That's all. And you can just say I exposit.
That's fine. It's fine. It'll be great. It'll be great. It'll be bonding. It'll be fun. But you can find me back here on Saturday as I drive some fine folk mad with the season finale of our wonderful Pulp Cthulhu campaign, Go West. We might have a special guest. We actually do have a special guest for Saturday, as the Lady Goodnight herself is going to make an appearance. That'll be great. And then on Sunday, you will find me back over on Soul Bear RPG as I play another actual Mage Hand Press creation, my Fabard in the Shattered Eye, as the Shattered fam deals with freeing a djinn. And finally, hopefully killing Castrin. I vote we kill Castrin.
Hashtag kill Castrin.
And then you might see other things on the Twitter soon about other things that are going on. Maybe. But check my Twitter. I always say where I'm going to be.
And thanks for coming to play in Dark Matter, by the way.
Oh, thank you for having me. I have all the fun in this. All my sci-fi fun.
Cool. And our last but not least, the Rothian, the now changed Rothian.
But in what way?
Hey,
Right?
Nightbot. I'm gonna time out Nightbot so you can, there you go. Rochelle, you can put the link back again. Nightbot will be fixed for season 2, by the way.
Better be.
We'll see.
My name is Rochelle. I'm Pashka_D on Twitter. And this is the only thing I have online going on right now, but I do have a Kickstarter that's still on that was part of Zine Quest called Dino Wranglers. It's a narrative science fantasy game for families. So maybe check it out if that's something that you're into. So otherwise, thanks so much for having me, Simon, and everyone else. It's been a really great time. So
Well, thanks for coming. It was it's the first time we've played together.
It is.
In a game, yeah. And it was a blast. It was a blast to play with all of you and to have you in chat influence the story through your donations, to your wild chip surges, to your follows, your subscriptions, and even just the interaction with the chat. Everything has been an absolute pleasure. We will see you again in 2 weeks. Now let's go and raid a good group of friends of mine at Tales from the Grim. They are playing their last Lady Blackbird episode tonight, so it's another season finale. So let's just go ahead and raid them with let's just go with no Warcry in particular, and let's just raid them with all of the love that we have for them. On that note, thanks everyone for coming, and we will see you again in 2 weeks on Tuesday. Bye bye.